they follow the train track due south for about 50 to 60 feet. I believe that's the correct area.
Are you talking 50 to 60 feet on the track or south of the bridge? Good.
Can I get some questions that you're going to ask me, or you just want me to go right on camera?
You can just go in a statement. Just tell us
Is there any city units down by the bank on the east side? 125, are you guys in that general area? Right here at the bridge. We walk the shoreline. They're right across from us.
John Fairground, this is actually going to be on land.
They're on land. You're talking about the south bank on the other side of the bridge here?
Right, we got the searchlight on it. It's probably not them, but it's just an area to check out here. But it'll be on the east side of the railroad tracks, due south of where the two units are now. They follow the bridge to the south, or they follow the railroad tracks to the south, approximately 50 to 60 feet. It'll be off their left-hand side.
Okay. 1570 to 1445. Negative, I'm on the north side.
go a little closer to here though.
33 is on the north side.
That's clear. Aviation is advising they're seeing something on the bank,
Perfect.
but on the...
Are you guys all good?
Whenever give me like 30 seconds. Yep. Is that okay where that's at? I've got mine as well whenever you're ready. And if you want to just kind of look in the middle, I think that would probably be the best thing.
Yeah, so just to give an update here tonight, what started off as what we believe was a daily fishing trip from a family from Fort Wayne, Indiana. They came down to Fremont to fish in the Sandusky River, as this is our white bass season and people come from all over the country here, has ended in tragedy. I've learned that there has been 2 people that have died tonight as a result of a train collision. A 58-year-old female and I believe a 38-year-old female, and I believe it is a mother and daughter that are deceased tonight. As you see, crews behind us are still searching the Sandusky River for recovery efforts. There was approximately a 5-year-old child that was with the 2 during the time of the incident, which efforts have been focused on the Sandusky River, as I stated, on a recovery effort. There was approximately a 13 to 15-month-old child, I don't have the definite age, that has been transported, I believe, to a hospital in Toledo, and I'm unsure of the condition of that child at this time. That's the latest update that we have here. As you see, we have many cooperative law enforcement and fire and EMS and many first responders here tonight. Our Gary Click, our state representative, has reached out to me offering any support that he could get from his office. U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno has also reached out to me offering his support from his office. At this time, the only thing we can do is continue to pray for these people and their families and our community. We do everything we can to welcome our anglers to the city of Fremont, and this is a very, very unfortunate tragedy that has hit our community today. Any questions?
So you said, obviously, 2 adults deceased. You guys are looking for the 5-year-old, and there was 1 person transported. Was it just the 1 person transported this evening?
I cannot confirm that, but I believe that there was just 1 other person transported to the hospital, a young child.
And then those 4 people were the only 4 people evacuated?
That's the information I have at this time, yes.
You said the person that was transported to the hospital potentially was a 4-month-old. What was the age?
Approximately 14 months old.
14 months.
I don't have the exact age, but it was explained to me that the child was approximately 14 months old.
Total people involved again, just to confirm?
Pardon me?
Total people involved altogether here. Impact.
I believe at this time there are 4 people that have been involved in this specific incident.
You said it was a fishing trip, and they just, they were on the 2 tracks?
Very large family that was here today, and I believe they're here for a fishing expedition. And yes, to answer your question, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So 4 people total. I'm gonna see if I can rewind that real quick. So
Our Garrett's update of the incident river here to give an update here tonight. What started off as what we believe was a daily fishing trip from a family from Fort Wayne, Indiana. They came down to Fremont to fish in the Sandusky River, as this is our white bass season and people come from all over the country here, has ended in tragedy. I've learned that there has been 2 people that have died tonight as a result of a train collision, a 58-year-old female and I believe a 38-year-old female, and I believe it is a mother and daughter, that are deceased tonight. As you see, crews behind us are still searching the Sandusky River for recovery efforts. There was approximately a 5-year-old child that was with the 2 during the time of the incident, which efforts have been focused on the Sandusky River, as I stated, on a recovery effort. There was approximately a 13 to 15-month-old child, I don't have the definite age, that has been transported, I believe, to a hospital in Toledo, and I'm unsure of the condition of that child at this time. That's the latest update that we have here. As you see, we have many cooperative law enforcement and fire and EMS and many first responders here tonight. Our Gary Click, our state representative, has reached out to me offering any support that he could get from his office. U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno has also reached out to me offering his support from his office. At this time, the only thing we can do is continue to pray for these people and their families and our community. We do everything we can to welcome our anglers to the city of Fremont, and this is a very, very unfortunate tragedy that has hit our community today. Any questions?
So you said, obviously, 2 adults deceased. You guys are looking for the 5-year-old, and there was 1 person transported. Was it just the 1 person transported this evening?
I cannot confirm that, but I believe that there was just 1 other person transported to the hospital, a young child.
And then those 4 people were the only 4 people evacuated?
That's the information I have at this time, yes.
You said the person that was transported to the hospital potentially was a 4-month-old. What was the age?
Approximately 14 months old.
14 months.
I don't have the exact age, but it was explained to me that the child was approximately 14 months old.
Total people involved again, just to confirm?
Pardon me?
Total people involved altogether here. Impact.
I believe at this time there are 4 people that have been involved in this specific incident.
You said it was a fishing trip, and they just, they were on the 2 tracks?
Very large family that was here today, and I believe they're here for a fishing expedition. And yes, to answer your question, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right. So that's the update. He believes it's 4, not 5. He believes it's 4. We'll have to see again. Who knows? But the 5-year-old is still missing.
What's your name?
Mother and daughter killed. There was a fishing trip.
Okay.
I guess they decided
Mayor
to fish.
Sanchez?
Really bad choice to, I guess, try to fish.
Thank you.
So it's possible that 3 are dead. And the other child's in the hospital. They're searching for a 5-year-old now. They've been searching for probably a couple hours. Yeah, you're welcome. That is just wow, man. I don't understand it. I'm not sure. I mean, I saw some people in the previous chat when we had the previous live stream where, you know, people were saying they did this as a kid. You know, they'll go by the train tracks or train, whatever, play by the tracks, I guess. But it's pretty different, I guess. You know, bring your family. Why would you do that? I don't know. Your family, kids, you know, on the tracks, I guess, to fish. So, yeah, like I told you guys, you know, I'd come back if there was some updates. So I was laying down and I saw this, so I came and jumped back on. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, dude. So it's not looking good, obviously. Yeah, yeah. I can pull up the intersection again. I can do that for those that haven't seen it. I need to post the link to this on the previous live stream so those people can maybe see that.
I know. I'm just trying to move over this phone. Where was that? Right here's good. Because they haven't gone live 5 minutes.
I'm Cleveland, Fox 8. No, you're good.
How's it going? Good. What did the mayor say? Anything new?
There's 4 people. I just got here. I guess there's 4 people, not 3, or I heard 5.
Oh, yeah.
And then a 14-month-old in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, let me put the audio back on.
Yes.
It sounds, so you said the scanner says it sounds like he's located something? I'll turn on the scanner.
He's going the correct direction, about 10 feet in front of him. Check that area there real good. Clear.
I'm gonna head over towards you, 33.
Tell him to check just behind him a little bit further to the south. Yep, they're right in the correct area right now. Appreciate them checking. I don't think it's probably anything based off their reaction here. They're right next to the area we were looking at.
Okay, yeah, I'm not the only one out here. Yeah. I was about an hour and a half to get off. Are you, no, Fox 8.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that was the case.
Nope, I was almost off. So,
It's just you and us, right?
yeah, I don't think 3 or 5's here.
1445, chopper 1, negative on anything in that location.
What?
Okay, appreciate them looking. If you'd relay that to them.
They had a boat out
I had to turn around.
I'm in that area and I'm in that thicket. I'm not seeing anything. Are we in the right spot? Yep, you're in the correct spot.
Oh, well then, if we're doing 2 hits, 11:15, 11:30, so I guess we're done 11:30.
1445. Is this river very deep?
At some point, the general area here can go between 15 feet deep and 1 to 2 foot shallow.
Okay. I'm clear from train.
33 square.
That's clear. Locked in, so he'll be here a few minutes.
You're clear.
Okay, copy.
That's a tight bridge.
So they're still searching for the 5-year-old. A mother and daughter killed on this train track. They're from Indiana, I believe they said. And they came out there, went on the tracks for some fishing. There's a train that's been there.
Train's moving.
Train's moving. train. Looking under the train too. Looks like they're looking under the train, huh?
Started off as what we believe was a daily fishing trip from a family from Fort Wayne, Indiana. They came down to Fremont to fish in the Sandusky River, as this is our white bass season and people come from all over the country here, has ended in tragedy. I've learned that there has been 2 people that have died tonight as a result of a train collision. A 58-year-old female and I believe a 38-year-old female, and I believe it is a mother and daughter, that are deceased tonight. As you see, crews behind us are still searching the Sandusky River for recovery efforts. There was approximately a 5-year-old child that was with the 2 during the time of the incident, which efforts have been focused on the Sandusky River, as I stated, on a recovery effort. There was approximately a 13 to 15-month-old child, I don't have the definite age, that has been transported, I believe, to a hospital in Toledo, and I'm unsure of the condition of that child at this time.
Have you cleared Buchanan? Clear.
Hey, what are we on?
complaint at 1916 Stevenson if you want a public service dispatch.
Clear.
So, yeah, man, crazy situation. This is the intersection that we're looking at right here. Okay, this is the intersection, Hayes, I believe it's called, and Hayes and by the train track. And I guess they would have been fishing right on this area. It's all blocked off, roads blocked off. Let me see if I can find map again. So a family fishing trip. The mother of the kids, the grandmother, and three mother, daughter, 5-year-old that's missing. The fire that's missing that went in the river, and there's like a 13 or 15-month-old child that's in the hospital. So 4 of them, 2 dead. They're searching for the 5-year-old. Somebody had said that supposedly they threw the 5-year-old in the water to try to save him.
708, 669. This train is cars crossing Buchanan. You can head back over then, 2 miles new one.
1570 to 1445.
Go ahead.
The end of the train just past Buchanan. Do you want us to circle back, or are we good to 45?
You guys can go ahead and forward that. Appreciate you staying out.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hey, Joyce. Multiple pedestrians.
7-Eleven are out of Richmond Thursday.
Man, oh man, oh man. Were they on the side of the trucks when hit by the train, Emma asks. I really don't know where they were standing. Just know that they were there fishing on a fishing trip. I would think that they were on the train track. That's what I don't know, because if you look at this. Oh, by the way, I forgot to fast forward it. I rewinded so we could watch the presser. That's actually up to date right there. The train is still going. But if you look at this, Here it is, Hayes. This is the intersection right now that we're looking at on the video. And if you look at this is right there where they're at right now. This is the train area. I mean, I would just think if you're out here or by you'd be able to just move out of the way pretty easily. I don't know. I'm speculating that they may. I don't know why though. I don't understand why they would. I don't know. I don't understand why they would be there. Where else would they be? I guess they were fishing out for the train tracks. That's just speculating. That's the only way I can see that they wouldn't have time to move. And I would think that because they have this train thing here, right? They have this thing that gives notice. Okay, the train's coming to stop traffic. Railroad crossing. So. And it says no trespassing. And so the 5-year-old fell into this river, supposedly.
33 to 11. The last car is about to cross over the river. That's clear, thank you.
Last car is coming across the bridge now.
So we're gonna have to find out. That's just crazy though that the mother and grandma killed off rip. 5-year-old into the water, and then there's like a 13 or 15-month-old child that's in the hospital. They were taken to the hospital. It looks like they're kind of checking. To me, it looks like they're almost looking on the tracks. They're kind of checking under the train. Walking the tracks too, maybe. They just said it on a press conference. They were here. They're on a fishing trip.
You giving another statement here soon or no?
33 to 11. Do you want us to come down the track?
I got yours when you did.
Negative.
I would think too they wouldn't be able to hit. Wouldn't they be able to hit the train? I mean, I don't know. The train wouldn't be able to stop in time. Supposedly the train honked, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop in time. DB, that's true. I would think that they do train signals, warning sounds long before the official crossing. This is the big crowd by the train track bridge area. You see it says it right there too, no trespassing, just like we're looking at the map. There's no trespassing, huge crowd around this train track. I don't know if they just wanted to make sure nobody was under, I guess, or I don't know. Yeah, and then to do this in the dark, oof. Yeah. rescue, water rescue there, firefighters, all kinds of services out there. I wonder if they have the resources they need.
Flight Squad 17, 1545 Bangboner Road, room 504, 1545 Bangboner, room 504, for a fall. Time now is 23:28.
Yeah, there was a curve. The train was heading towards them from a curve. Yeah, if you look at the map, it's like curved. I guess it kind of comes around the corner. Kind of, yeah. There's water search right there. Wow.
I'm trying to be back in service. Okay.
It's a lot of people out there, man. Yeah, that's what I hear. There's not really much you can do when you're in a train. I know some people ask that sometimes, like, why don't they stop or something? I don't think there's really much they can do. That's why you see all these, you know, train accidents where they hit a truck. You know, a truck gets stuck, a car gets stuck. I mean, you got to get out and run. You're not. Don't sit there and think it's gonna be able to stop in time. You know. So I don't know if this, like somebody mentioned, maybe because it comes at a curve like that, I guess maybe, you know, maybe it could have caught them by surprise, possibly.
1517, that's number 42.
But somebody mentioned too, you would think that they alert kind of by blowing the horn at a time. That's really sad too for those kids, man, you know. Well, I don't know what the situation is with the 5-year-old, you know, but for the other one too, just mom. I don't know where the father's at, if there's a father in the picture, but mother and grandmother killed. And is that a common thing? You know, people to go on the train tracks and fish? Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe anybody in the chat know? It takes trains miles to stop. Looks pretty dark out there too, you know? A lot to cover, and that water is probably moving.
Email in the lobby. There was a disturbance earlier. She wants to make a report.
$10.75.
1075.
I'll be one of my PC.
Yep.
$72, 28, 72, 11.
11, go ahead.
Are you guys on the west side or the east side?
We are on the east side around the tracks.
That's good.
So here's one possible theory. Because I'm just trying to understand, why would somebody fish on the track or whatever, right? I don't know. How would you even get somebody? So and I don't know if there's any locals out there. You could probably answer this better. I'm just looking up and reading information, right? Possible theory: the Miles Newton Bridge might be used by locals as an unofficial path to get closer to the river. In smaller towns, it's not uncommon for people to cross train tracks to reach fishing spots, especially if there's no public access. So, I mean, to me, there's all these spots right here, but if you know, but I don't know. Let's say they parked over here and they wanted to get to the other side. And they're thinking, you know what, let's cross these tracks just to get to the other side of the river, and then we can fish on the other side. I mean, not a good idea, not a smart idea. But if they start crossing these tracks And halfway through, this train comes out of nowhere. What options do they have left? Right? I don't even know if the mother or the grandmother could hop this shit, but they could grab the kids and toss them over. Or one of them lay. You know? Let me see if there's any other theories. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I don't know what else. Is that maybe they wanted to cross to the other side, and so they started crossing, thinking we'll just cross real quick. And as they start crossing, this is when the train comes.
The track is clear. I let the main coordinator know over here, though. You're going to let the conductor know.
I just got off the train with 704. But as long as we got comms with one of the Norfolk and Southern guys where you're at, we should be good to go.
Yeah, he's going to let him know. Thanks.
How long the bridge is? That I don't know. That's the only conclusion that I could think. Is that this family was trying to cross over to get to the other side of the river. And somebody was saying it says no trespassing. Yeah, I know, but that's never really stopped people from trespassing. And then you start crossing, and out of nowhere, this train. I mean, they must have just froze and like just in shock. Like, how much time do you even have to react? And how do let's say? I mean, I don't know how if that train's coming. You have enough time to grab your kid and hop over, or do you just have to grab and toss him? Or can you grab, toss, and then try to throw yourself over? I don't know. Grandma probably wasn't going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to run back in time. And then you have 2 kids. So what do you do with the other one? They might have just tried. I wonder how the other one was able to be taken to the hospital to the point where, like, I guess they didn't throw that child in the river, or were they found by the river? I don't know where that other child was found. There's really not much. There's not enough time, really. horrible. Yeah, it's quiet again. Oh, what's that? Rope?
Where's I time? Get back in. If you could put me in the order of calls.
Goodbye.
Grandmother was 50 something, I think, and the mother was 30 something. There's a drone. You guys see the drone in the air? They have a drone out there, maybe with the heat sensing stuff, technology, or thermal technology, maybe. They have a drone up in the air. Thank you, Paulette. 38 and 58. Thank you. Yeah, John Doe, yeah. It's true. I mean, it's miraculous they even were able to get the child over the... I'm assuming they pushed the child or got the child over the railings, how they got him over. The 5-year-old. I don't know what happened, how the other child ended up in the hospital, how they were able to maneuver that. Here's some more pictures, though. Let me just show this real quick. This was maybe about an hour ago, a little bit earlier. But you can kind of see... Oh, this is a good picture. You can kind of see the water and the train.
West 117. Go for 17. Are you on scene?
Been on scene for about 10 minutes.
You're clear.
Thank you.
Chopper 1445.
The chopper.
Go ahead, Chopper.
Yes, sir. We've done about all we can do. We've checked the riverbank areas and aren't coming up with anything. We've checked up the turnpike back. Hadn't had any luck.
We appreciate you coming out. We'll let the chief know.
No problem. Good luck, and let us know if you need anything else.
So this is the chopper. Let me pull this up and show you guys. This is the chopper that they're talking about. I guess they're saying they're done. Nothing else they can do. Oh man. Just pivot here for a second. So you can see I didn't realize I had a chopper there. Chopper's been going in circles by, you see the river here? This river that's by, this is Hayes right here, where we saw on the map. This is where they're all on video right now. And so the chopper's just been going in circles and circles and circles and circles. It's heading back now. Even went up here. I guess they were checking down the river. Went down here doing circles. That's really north, going north of the river. Maybe that's probably where the water's flowing, the current. And so sadly, they're saying that this is the chopper is saying this is all they can do. They've been out. I don't know how long they've been out there, but wow, that's Hayes right there. So the chopper's out for tonight. Makes me think of that girl that was never found. I've mentioned it a couple times. That family, they were on a family trip. They hit some type of ditch or something. I forgot the whole story, but they kind of went in, they all ended up, in the water, and the little girl drifted down and they never found her. I never heard that they ever found her. I mean, I hope that's not the case with this, but I have to try to find that story, check back on it. I don't know. What were they thinking? You know, you try to put your mind into what somebody might be thinking, especially with kids, you know, to go across that. But maybe they were just thinking, you know, we'll cross, no big deal, we'll be quick. What are the chances? That's the only thing I can think of. Because there's just, with the way the railing is, there's I don't even think you could fish on there. I mean, you'd have to chuck it over the railing, and to be standing in the middle there with kids, I just don't see that. But crossing to get to the other side, I see that as plausible, even though they could have just fished right here, I think. I haven't heard anything about, well, the dad wasn't there. I don't know where the dad is. That's another, yeah, that's another question. Oh, they cut it. Man, that's really sad, man. That's really sad. I don't know what to think, man. I don't want to, like, I don't know. I don't want to. That's the only theory I can think, and I'm trying to hold out for that kid, but you know, it doesn't sound good. I mean, unless the kid, you know, was chucked over and they washed up ashore somewhere, and is holding on. But you can see here, this is right here, this Hayes Avenue, and they've been circling maybe for hours. They were circling. I mean, honestly though, too, even with the chopper, it's very possible to miss stuff. You know, you see all these search and rescue stories where it took a couple of times of an airplane or a helicopter flying over them. I don't know how many. It looks like maybe they just had one helicopter possible. I don't know, but a bunch of circles focused, very focused right here by this area. And then going down towards this Brady's Island and circling here too. And they kind of all the way down here, even still going all the way down here. Maybe this is probably a couple miles down, maybe up until the turnpike. Ohio Turnpike, and then they stopped there. And I saw on Facebook a couple of locals were offering help, like, hey, you know, we have, you know, like thermal stuff, thermal drones and stuff like that. Very, very sad, bad decision, if that's what it was. You know, we don't know the story yet, but that's what it's sounding like. Because there was one guy that let me see if I saved this post. There's one guy that claimed he saw the whole thing happen. Let's see, did I save this guy's post? I didn't save his post. Let me see if I just search. Maybe I'll get lucky and find it. In 3 generations. Yeah, possibly 3 generations wiped. There was a man that posted on X earlier that he said he claimed to have seen the situation happen. Oh, here he is. Well, he said a family of 5. At first, there were reports of 5 people. That's what I was hearing, but I don't know if maybe that's people saying 5-year-old got misconstrued for 5 people. But this guy said family of 5. Watching a family of 5 get hit by a train was not on my checklist. Had my emergency supplies in the car, but there wasn't anything could do. 2 confirmed fatalities. 1 child in the river after the parents threw them over the bridge to escape the train. That's what this person said, and that's what I think is possibly happened. This person said 1 12 years old and 1 6-year-old, 6 months old, transferred to the hospital. I think when that happens with the scanner thing, a lot of information is flying in the air, and you know, it gets adjusted as we find out what's really happening. The guy did a mini press conference, and the confirmed information we have is it seems to be 4 people, 2 dead, 1 in the hospital. I don't know the condition of that child. It's a child in the hospital and a child that was a 5-year-old that was over. That's in the water. So I guess tomorrow we'll have to see and find out. Here's some updates. A couple stories that we got to update tomorrow. Crazy, man. Crazy. Sad. Yes, 3 generations. Grandmother, her daughter, and grandchildren. You live 20 minutes from there? Damn, really? I knew a kid that drowned in a river in quick mud. Took them 7 days to find him. All right, so we'll see tomorrow then, guys. I'll keep you posted. We'll see if we can find out some official info tomorrow, maybe some updates. The inmates, this missing child. I don't even want to cover this this situation in Cali anymore. The bomber, what do they call him? I don't even know anymore. Pro-mortalism. I don't even want to read about this shit anymore. That shit's so depressing. Pro-mortalism. Quote unquote, I'm angry I exist. The end goal is chilling audio. There's even a book on Amazon, Pro-mortalism. I don't read that shit. It's 3.5 stars. I'm good, man. It's just draining, bro. I couldn't, man. After that, I don't want to listen. I listened to the audio once. I'm not doing it again. Wow. But anyway, yeah, make sure you check out the mailing list for me, guys. Again, I know I mention it all the time, but you know, when I don't have notifications. Pro-Mormons. Pro-morons. Oh, that was funny. But thank you guys, man. Stay safe. Be safe. Take care, man. All right. Good night. I think that's it for tonight. Well, I don't think we'll be back tonight. All right. 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, a chase or something. I don't think we'll be back tonight. Good night.